Mercedes Schlapp, the wife of conservative activist and CPAC chairman Matt Schlapp, says that we on the left want to destroy conservatives and their families. Let's dig into this. If you haven't heard, if you've been living on another planet for the last few days, Matt Schlapp, the CEO of CPAC, was at a Herschel Walker event, after which they went to a bar and several of the staffers were there. Matt Schlapp was supposed to be the designated driver, and apparently by the accounts of the evening he got pretty hammered anyways. A staffer got in the car with him to drive home, and the staffer makes pretty credible allegations that Matt Schlapp grabbed his genitals for an extended period of time and made advances towards him, asked him to come up to his room. Folks, these allegations I call credible because the staffer made a contemporaneous recording afterwards, had the good sense to make a contemporaneous recording afterwards, and it wasn't all flattering to him. It wasn't like a hit piece where he just talks bad about Matt Schlapp and good about himself. I mean, he directly mentions that he did not say no, did not say stop. He said he froze. And you know, to his credit, that sounds honest. You know, people that give you one side of a story that is just glowing for them and bad for somebody else is usually not telling the truth.
Staffer texts Schlapp to inform him he's not going to drive him. He says, "I did want to say I was uncomfortable with what happened last night. The campaign does have a driver who's available to get you to Macon and back to the airport. According to phone records we've reviewed, Schlapp tries to call him a couple of times. Then a few hours later, he sends the following text message. If you could see it in your heart to call me at the end of the day, I would appreciate it. If not, I wish you luck on the campaign and hope you keep up the good work." We also obtained a brand new text message exchange that's being made public for the first time. This is the staffer texted a friend who's in politics, really sort of telling him what happened allegedly, but also asking for advice about how to tell the campaign. So the staffer tells this political friend, quote, "He's pissed I didn't follow him to his hotel room." Then later the friend responds, "I'm so sorry, man. What an effing creep." And then a little later, the staffer texts, "I just don't know how to say it to my superiors that their surrogate fondled my junk without my consent."
So Matt Schlapp stands credibly accused of sexual assault and unwanted sexual advances towards a male staffer. The staffer the next day asked to be taken off of the assignment he was on to get away from Matt Schlapp. Matt Schlapp tried to contact him repeatedly. He didn't return his contacts, his texts or attempted phone calls, anything, and has told us the story. Mercedes Schlapp, much like a Republican would do, says that's our fault. We're responsible for this. Now, I want you to think about this for a second, folks. This staffer worked for Herschel Walker. This staffer is very much pro-Republican. This is not some lefty activist making allegations towards Matt Schlapp. Then we get into the fact that Matt Schlapp has been a sexual assault denier. This is the best way I can put it. He has downplayed any allegations of sexual assault. He has protected Trump for years, trying to downplay any claims of sexual assault, and here he is facing credible allegations of sexual assault. Then it gets worse. You've got, like I said, Mercedes Schlapp not just privately handling her family's business, actually going out on the attack and attacking us on the left. Like this is somehow, our plan, our plot to bring down a conservative or some nonsense like that. I mean, think about it, folks. You know me, you know me. I am pro-marriage. I am pro all kinds of marriage. And the reason being is marriage promotes stability in a society, both economic and social. Yes, gay people should enjoy the same rights as everyone else. And it's good for us that they do. It is. It's good for the economy. It's good for our society. It's a good thing. For somebody to be so hypocritical, to be so vocal against gay marriage, while being obviously a closeted homosexual, as Matt Schlapp has done vehemently in the past, draws my ire. And again, it's not because he's gay. I don't care that he's gay. I don't care that he's having marital problems. I don't care that he's in a marriage, he hasn't been honest with his wife, or maybe he has been honest with his wife. His marriage shit is his shit. My problem is this was a sexual assault. This was an unwanted sexual advance. Is it criminal? I don't know. I don't have all the details. Neither do you. An investigation warranted? Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And if it is sexual assault, he should be prosecuted. He should be prosecuted. And that's where my problem comes in. That and the hypocrisy of this situation. I mean, this guy has been attacking victims of sexual assault in the past. Downplayed any, because Republicans are constantly in these disgusting messes. Constantly. How many Republicans have we seen that have been vehemently anti-LGBTQI plus that turn out to have been in the closet the whole time? Looking for sex in an airport. Shit like that. Denny Hastert is a damn pedophile. Just one thing after another with these Republicans. I am not going to sit here and listen to Mercedes Schlapp run her mouth about us when she is such a damn hypocrite. She's not on the sidelines in this, folks. Mercedes Schlapp was worked for Trump and is an active player in the political arena. I mean, this is not some babe in the woods that got drug into this because her husband was disgusting. She's a fighter. She's a combatant on the field. And no, I don't think she should be handled with kid gloves because she handled no one else with kid gloves. She had no deference to anyone else in their life. So to be honest, is there a little schadenfreude involved? Absolutely. Absolutely. Couldn't have happened to a nicer fucking guy. I mean, he's been disgusting forever. He's the chairman of CPAC, where they put that banner up that said, "We're all domestic terrorists." I mean, this guy is really trash. This scandal couldn't have happened to a nicer frickin' guy. But folks, we do have to be mindful, be respectful of the fact that this has nothing to do with the fact that he's gay or bi or whatever the hell he is, because it's not my business. And it has everything to do with a sexual assault allegation that is credible. It has everything to do with him being a hypocrite and attacking people for being what he is. And I don't mean like he's attacking people for being disgusting, what do you call somebody that sexually assaults someone or makes an unwanted advance like that towards someone? What do you call them? This is too much. This is just too much. Republicans for years have push this high and mighty bullshit, this family values and churches shit and all this other crap. Meanwhile, they're doing things like groping staffers. You know, you had Mark Foley chasing teenage pages around. One thing after another, folks. One thing after another. Stay tuned here. We will get you the information. Love you, folks. Hit the subscribe button. Old Texas Paul out.
At MeidasTouch, we are unapologetically pro-democracy, and we demand justice and accountability. That's why we're spreading our message to Convict 45. That's right, gear up right now with your Convict 45 tees and pins at store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.